The genesis for Disruption, the Senate during the Trump era, occurred in December 2020 when C. Lawrence Evans, Newton Family Professor of Government at the College of William and Mary, posted a lengthy analysis on Facebook of the Senate floor exchange between Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer on potential votes for overriding a veto on a defense bill and the $2,000 stimulus proposal. In that particular moment, the interplay of the Senate and then-President Trump was at a critical moment. In the end, Congress overrode Trump's veto, the only one of his presidency. In a proposal to the Dirksen Congressional Center's Board of Directors, the one of us who at the time worked at the center argued that it will require sustained scholarly research to understand precisely the dynamics behind the Republican conference's machinations during the Trump presidency. The board subsequently approved an initial grant of $25,000 to the other one of us to put together a book on how the U.S. Senate evolved during the Trump presidency. The media coverage of Trump would leave the consumer with the perspective that everything changed either on the day Trump rode down the golden escalator at Trump Tower to announce his candidacy, June 16, 2015, on the day that Trump won the presidential contest, November 8, 2016, or on the day that he was sworn into office, January 20, 2017. No one doubts that Trump was cut from a different cloth than his predecessors. The media, though, offers only the first pass at history. The authors in this volume, some of whom come from the media, offer a more measured examination of Trump and the influence he had on an ever-evolving Senate. While the president may have been unique, the personalities in play may have been new, and the technologies and the strategies surrounding them may have been innovative. Some things persisted even in this new landscape. Let us emphasize one of these by historical example that bears repeating throughout this volume. Who leads matters. As the first session of the 86th Congress grew to a close in September 1959, Everett McKinley Dirksen, Republican, Illinois, the Senate's minority leader, dictated a letter to his counterpart, Senate Majority Leader Lyndon Baines Johnson, Democrat, Texas. Dear Lyndon, Dirksen began. The end of the session is somewhat like the end of an act in a play. It marks but a fragment of time and brings not only reflection on what has transpired, but curiosity as to what lies ahead. Dirksen was about to complete his first term as his party's leader in the Senate. He had marshaled his beleaguered and outnumbered Republican troops, the Democrats held a 65 to 35 seat majority, to combat the Democrats in a series of legislative battles including housing bills, mutual security, rural electrification, and highway construction funding, U.S. participation in a new Inter-American Developmental Bank, and extension of the military draft. As Congressional Quarterly put it at the beginning of the session, there was no question that a partisan battle of panoramic scope was in store.